The Bible speaks of a woman in the book of Revelation, of course, the church. I believe that some say that the woman is Israel. No, it's not. It's the church, okay? It's the church. And it says, a woman was clothed with the sun, and the moon was under her feet. Upon her head, a crown of of stars. A crown of what? A crown of 12 stars. So we thank God that this woman also had 12 stars. The tail of the dragon also drew 1/3 of the stars of heaven and cast them to earth. The eye that looks upon the earth are stars. So spirits look upon the earth, monitor the earth through the literal stars that we have in the galaxies. Spirits monitor humans through stars. Remember, you are not the only stars in the galaxies, not at all. Angels are stars. You have a star in the galaxy. You do, all of you. There are creatures that are stars. The fowl of the air are stars. Some are moon, and of course some are the sun, of the sun. So there are different creatures that are in that galaxy that monitor human existence. So a star can be a monitoring spirit. A star can be a satellite of creatures that are not in this world. So demons and spirits can use star in the night to monitor, to travel, to influence your dreams, to appear in your dreams. Attacks can be projected into your dream world through stars. Stars interact with the human mind. Through stars, you can access the mind of humans. You can manipulate thoughts. You can send urges. You can project all kinds of things through stars into. You can actually tap into or peep into human destinies and future. Every man is vulnerable by his star. So you must be very careful and keep. That's why when you pray in the night, you're protecting your star. You're protecting the star of your family and your children. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 15.
Isaiah 19:15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
Now let me explain this. Now, rush denotes what is lowest. So go do research on that rush. It actually denotes what is lowest. Somebody say lowest. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail. Thou shalt be above only. Say amen to that, sons of God. And thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them. Say amen. Now listen to this. The tail denotes what? The lowest, right? The tail denotes the lowest. Listen carefully. Which looks downward or outward. The tail will always look downward. The tail will always look what? Downward or outward. That is into the world and to the earth. The tail looks downward, outward, into the world, to the earth, to the earth. Listen carefully. The tail denotes the lowest, to the point, which looks downward or outward, which is into the world and to the earth, but not to heaven and to the Lord. Please listen carefully. So when the Bible speaks of the tail, it's referring to a side of man or a side of any creature that looks to the world, outward, thanward, not up to heaven or to the Lord. So, for the interiors of man together with his sensuous things are lifted upward by the Lord. When the man is in the good of faith and of charity and of love and of consecration, but if he is in evil and sensual activities, then his interiors together with his sensuous things look downward, thus only to the things that are in the world, whereby he puts off the human nature and puts on the animal, the wild beasts like or look, and begins to look downward, or only to those things which are on the earth. He who looks downward wills what is evil and thinks what is false. But he who is lifted upward by the Lord wills what is good and thinks what is true and what is pure. The uplifting by the Lord takes place actually. And from this, a removal from evils and all kinds of sensual sins, which the angels perceive by the very sense. So, when Satan drew 1/3 of the angels by his tail, cast them to earth, what is that for? To cause men to only look to the wall, look to the thing of, not to look up to God. Tail. They don't look up. So looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of your faith. He says, set your affection on the things above. He says, seek those things which are above. Meaning, set your priorities not on earth. So the tail of the devil and his stars would drift man, would cause man not to look up to God, not to look up to Christ, not to look up to what Christ has finished, but to look at man, to look at science, to look at the activities around him. He says, why we look not at the things which do appear, which are seen, but at the things which are not appear, which are not seen. So for the things which are seen are temporal, for the things which are not seen are eternal. So what is the ministry of the tail of the dragon? To cause men to only look downward, to look to the earth, to look to the circumstances of life. So by so doing, you are walking by sight, not by faith. That is the ultimate influence of the stars of heaven. For you to look at your gadgets, just to look at the things, all the thoughts around you are controlling your mind. Everything in the world, it's like your whole gaze is on the illusions of this world. Quit allowing distractions encroach into your worship. Don't let any distraction encroach into your worship. Never.
Upcoming conferences with the bondservant of Christ, John. Roar for New Zealand, 22nd to the 23rd of August 2025. Venue, Sir Wolf Fisher Arena. Located at the Dewdrop Event Centre in Manukau, Auckland, New Zealand. 770 Great South Road, Wiri, Manukau, Auckland. 2104, New Zealand. To register, kindly scan the QR code on the screen or use the link dub.sh/roar.
International Ministers Conference, the 14th to the 17th of August 2025. Venue, 284 Voortrekker Road, Maitland, Cape Town, South Africa. To register, visit our website, www.spiritrevelationchurch.org/events, or scan the QR code on the screen, which will take you to our Eventbrite page.
The Book of Revelation Bible School. 3 days of revelatory depth into the final scroll. Dates 11th to the 13th of August 2025. Morning session 9 a.m. and evening session 6 p.m. Venue 284 Voortrekker Road, Maitland, Cape Town, South Africa. To register, visit our website www.spiritrevelationchurch.org/events, or scan the QR code on the screen, which will take you to our Eventbrite page.
See you there, and see you in the realms.